Hello and welcome. Welcome everybody to the THISKIDIS40'S Sorare journey episode 5. I've done 5 episodes of this, man. I can't really believe it. It's been an amazing journey. I've been very, very happy with the support and also the response from every one of you guys. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through my favorite Kleague players so far, right? As you guys know, I think from previous videos, I have a lot of players in my gallery that are from the Asia leagues, so especially J League and K League. So a few episodes ago, I did one on J League. So now I want to do one on K League where I'll run through some of these favorite players that I have. I think in all honesty, I actually own majority of these players. Also, I've actually have had quite a bit more K League players than J League players. I think they're very, very competitively priced, and I think now is the best time to buy. This video should go live on the 25th of July, so which means game week 290 is coming up, and they're about to come back. They've been on a break for the past 2 weeks, and I think prices are really, really good. I mean, of course, the K League is ending, but there's still quite a few number of games to go though. So which means there's still some utility, and yeah, man, I think they're really, really priced well. So some of these guys that I'm going to share with you, I think if you guys want to start out, really test out, some of them are really low, I would say low risk for now at least, because of the way they're competitively priced. So okay, so let's go, man. Let's start it off. So once again, I'll share the list to this watch list on my in the description below or in the comments. What I've done was I've actually kind of arranged it by price, and so so we'll actually go through one by one based on price. So the first one I have here is actually Harrison Delbridge. So Harrison Delbridge plays for Incheon United in the K League. He is Australian. He is 30 years old at the moment. He's only €5 right now. I bought a bunch of him. I've had his rare. I currently own his limited. He is a very, very good AA scorer. Okay, what do I mean? If you look at his SO5 scores, as you can see, majority of his scores come within the 60 to 70 range. He's had 100 before. He's hit 100 before. The reason why is because Harrison Delbridge, if you look at the way Incheon lines up, it's a good example here. The way Incheon lines up, right? They actually play a three defender formation. So which usually means in a three defender formation, the outer centre backs usually score well. So even Kim Dong-min also is a very, very good scorer. The reason why they score well is because of the fact that they are able to they actually do a lot of passes. So and Delbridge is a pass first kind of defender. So if you look at his let me just go back to him again. If you look at his passing stats, right, this wasn't one of his better, I would say, better performances, but usually let's look at some of his performances when he actually has done well. So if you look at when he scored 100 here, right? So the 100 was mainly because of the fact that he actually did, I think, a goal line clearance, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, clearance of the line. So as you can see, he had a 43.1 all-round score, which is pretty insane. So clean sheet, of course, the extra 10 points. As you can see, effective clearance. He had a very good game, very good defensive game. But you look at possession, though. Yes, he does lose possession, but he passes so much. He had 51 accurate pass. He had 4 accurate long balls. He had 21 long pass into opposition. So this actually really racked up a lot of score because what he's doing, in this I would say in this formation, is actually passing the ball up, right? The keeper will usually pass to him, and then from him it will actually kind of go, either to the midfield or actually to the strikers, to the wingers itself. So fantastic player, very good defender. He was out for injury for a while, and I think that's why he's currently very, very cheap. I've actually held him for a very long time, and yeah, man, pretty good scores, man. I mean, if you want a threshold team, this guy is perfect. His rare is only less than €100. I might want to get him back again since now he's back, from his injury. So yeah, not a lot of DNPs, man. We look at it, not a lot. He was DNP just one in his back. Because Incheon hit defenders, by the way. Yeah, Incheon has a huge defender situation. A lot of the defenders are either suspended or gets injured. So yeah, so Harrison Delbridge, first person in this list. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is an interesting player. It's actually Hong Jong-un from Daegu. So this guy is insane. Okay, this guy is insane for us. He's about 20 euros. Okay, why he's insane is because if you look at his SO5 scores, right? It's one of those like go big or go home kind of players. Because when he has a couple of DNPs, right? This first DNP over here was because he lost his place to another player. And then this DNP over here was because he's injured. He just came back against a Seoul match, FC Seoul match. Didn't do that well, but his all-round was still about 14. So this is still very, very good. But he scores goals, he does crazy clearances, and he has a very, very high AA score. So if you look against the Jeju match where Daegu won 1-0, right? Once again, he was actually the central defender, which is pretty insane. So once again, when you have three at the back, teams that play three at the back, their centre backs usually score very, very well. So, and Hong Jong-un, whenever he plays, he scores always good scores. So let's look at this performance, why did he score? So because of the clean sheet, of course, he had a triple-double, but if you look at his defensive stats, a couple of very good effective clearances, 1 tackles, but it's all lies in the possession. Once again, he didn't lose a lot of possession, he won a lot of possession, so he's a good tackling defender, a lot of accurate passes, a lot of won duels. So yeah, and at the same time, but no attack. So that's where he kind of wrecked all his scores. Once again, defenders and midfielders, what you always want is you want guys who can score very, very well in his AA. So this is one of the very high AA scorers, I would say. So yeah, Hong Jong, only 20 euros. The issue with Daegu right now, right, and I'll talk a little bit about it, because there are other players that I have from Daegu. Is that Daegu performed well, but Daegu has a very, very thin squad, and because of AFC, the Asian, the equivalent to the Champions League in Asia, they actually have more games, and they've been very tired. I can find them. That's why I see like a lot of the players in their teams actually get injured, or they get tired after a few weeks, stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm looking at Daegu's run-up, right? These 4 matches are all very winnable for them. Suwon is a bit doing on a good form, but still not a very good team. Yeah, this Suwon is really bad. Incheon is also struggling. Gangwon, attacking-wise, they are very good, but not one of the better teams. It's just that after that they go against Ulsan and Jeonbuk, which are the 2 best teams in Korea right now. So 20 euros, for the limited, about 200 euros for the. Whenever he starts, this guy is definitely someone that you should look out for, and I'm definitely going to get him. I'm waiting for Eve to go down a little bit more. I intend to kind of top up a little bit of Eve, and I'll probably he's probably one of the first guys I would definitely get, because I used to owe him, but I sold him when he got injured. Okay, so that's Hong Jong-un. Okay, let's look for the next one. Next one is my favorite, man. Overall, this is my favorite player currently, in the K-League. Kim Dae-won. I talked about him during one of my reviews. I think game week 288 review or something like that. He has won me a couple of rewards already. He is I would say it's a midfielder card right here, right? But he also has forward cards. I think the one that I own is actually a midfielder card. Let me see. Is it a midfielder card? Yeah, yes, I own the midfielder card. Okay, the reason why I would buy a midfielder card compared to a forward card, because he plays as a forward, and this is subjective though. Some people would want him as a forward card. I prefer him as a midfielder card simply because, he's gonna get more points, I guess, due to his possession. So as you can see, this guy is a decisive one. So in the last match, so he has scored in the last 5 matches. He has a total of 3, 5, 6. He has a total of 10 decisive, either assists or goals in the last 5 matches. That is an average of 2 decisive per match. I don't know about you, man, but that's crazy. The only issue is that Gangwon in the next 2 matches are going up. Next 3 matches are probably going up against the 3 best teams, which is Ulsan, Jeonbuk, and Pohang. But I still feel he can definitely do very, very well. So he is a very, very attacking-orientated winger. So he plays as a winger. If I'm not, he's a left wing. Yeah, that's right. He's a left wing right here. very much like Son, in Tottenham Hotspur. Cuts in very, very well, always gets into the right positions all the time. Gangwon is a very attacking oriented side. They score a lot of goals, but they also concede a lot of goals. Not very good to have Gangwon defenders and goalkeepers, but very good to have the attack. So very happy with how he's performed the last few matches. I do feel that the next few matches will be tough for him, but overall he's been one of my favorite players, and I'm making good profit out of him. As you can see, when I first bought him, let's just look at the prices, right? When I first bought him, he was about let me see. I bought him right here, right? 0.0254. Now he's going for about 0.05, about double that. Let's look at it in euros. Yeah, still. So I bought him when he was 27, and now his floor is about $71. So I've made about 50 euros from him. Should I sell? I don't know, man. Because I think if you ask me, this is probably the best time to sell because they're about to go up against the top team in the K-League right now. Yeah, man, you'll see, man. Maybe I will keep him, maybe I won't. But so far, he's definitely been one of my favorite K-League players to watch and to own also. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see what's next. We have Kim Yong-gun. I don't have this guy. I do not own him. Just disclaimer. I followed his because I do follow Ulsan quite a bit. I have another player which I'll talk about a little bit later. He's definitely one of the expensive defenders. But if you look at his L5, L15, and L40, this guy's an AA monster. Probably one of the best. I would say the best defender, in the K-League right now. The best central defender at least in the K-League. If you look at his scores, a lot of greens. He seldom gets any reds, and the best part is that he doesn't DNP much also. Definitely one of the players that I do want to get very, very soon because I think their fixtures are getting quite Ulsan's fixtures are pretty okay, although they are not in form. They're probably in pretty shit form right now. So that's interesting to see though. So about 70 euros for his limited cup is pretty high. Let's take a look at his scores, man. Take a look at his scores. One more thing that's really interesting also, if you look at it, is that if you look at this, So you look at it. So if you look at his scores right here, right? He's a central defender. They usually play a back four, but Ulsan is very good at playing from the back. They're very much Pep stylish. That's why their wing backs also score very, very well because they are always bombing up. They're bombing up. They do not do any long passes. They do not do any long balls. A lot of it are actually they're building up their play from the back. Because of that, a lot of their defenders are getting good AA scores simply because they are passing a lot. So as you can see, 61 passes. That's what you want. You want to go firstly for a player that passes a lot and also in a team that actually plays in that way. If they are the kind that actually bombs upwards, you're not going to get a lot of scores. But yeah, that's how he gets a lot of his AAs. And not only that, Ulsan, recent times they've not been doing so well, but they used to have a very good defense. They used to not concede a lot of goals. It's just that the past, I would say 4 or 5 matches, they've been conceding quite a bit. So, but still probably definitely one of the best players that I've seen from a defensive perspective. That's why, and that's why the reason why he's also pretty expensive. So, I would, if you have the ability, he's one of those guys that's very consistent, right? If you think about it, right, he's not had his last yellow score was probably about 15-20 matches ago. And that wasn't even in the K-League. That was during the AFC Championship. So, and that's the kind of players you're gonna get, man. They're just gonna always get green scores, and that's what you want, in Sorare. So that's Kim Yong-gun. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And the next one is, I love this guy. I just bought him just a few weeks ago. Sinjino. I bought him right here. I'm probably, making, let me see how is it in euros, because I bought him pretty low. Yeah, so I'm making it. So it's nice to see that, those players that I bought during the dip are now starting to make money. So these are players that I actually bought during when ETH was pretty low. So I bought him at about 68. His floor price is about 90. He's going to keep going up, especially since they are all K-League players are going to be available for the upcoming weekend game week. So yeah, so this guy is another AA monster. So midfielder defenders all about AAs, right? Look at that, man. He's only got one time in the past year where he's gotten a score of 40 and below. I mean, majority of his scores is 50s and 60s, if not usually 60, 70, 70, 80. Hence the odd decisive from time to time. Even as a sub, right, he actually can score up to 15. So why is this guy scoring so well? It's the way Pohang Steelers play, right? He is literally in the heart of, I would say, the midfield. So he plays right here, but he's not the defensive one. So the defensive player is actually another player called Lee Subin, which is pretty good also. Yeah, but sorry, that's another. Lee Subin is not from Pohang Steelers, that's from FC. So my bad. Yeah, and no, Lee Subin. Yeah, sorry, Lee Subin. So Lee Subin here is actually the usual. I would say his. So basically, if I put it in Premier League terms, this guy is Kante, Lee Subin, and this guy is the Jorginho, right, for Chelsea. So but I would say is slightly better than Jorginho in some ways, like because he passes more. He does sit back, but he's also moving the play forward, and a lot of the play is actually going through him. You're seeing a lot of passes, like Alexander Gunn is a very, very good passer of the ball. It always goes to Shinjinho, and then Shinjinho is actually kind of bringing the ball up. And yeah, man, he just gets, and then he's also a very good, he's a good tackler. He gets good scores when it comes to tackling. So just to show you his defensive stats, you see, he actually wins tackles, he has effective clearances. But most importantly, is you look at that, he wins a lot of possession. He wins a lot of possession, he passes a lot, 100 accurate passes. Oh my god, 100 accurate passes, guys. It's really insane. That's really insane in South Korea. In the Asia League in many ways. So that's the reason why he's here, and he is expensive, but he's worth the price. He's gonna get you good scores every week, regardless of what the opponent is. Because you're not dependent on him scoring a goal. You're just dependent on him just passing the ball, which he will because of the way the team plays. So that's Shin Jin-ho. The next one is actually my favorite player. I would say one of my favorite players. So I call him the Korean Trent Alexander. His number is 66 also. He's So Young-woo, right? This guy, at one point in time, if you look at the 1 year chart, right? I mean, there was a point of time, right, where this guy was worth. Check this out, man. Someone paid 700 euros for him. Oh my god. So as you can see, I bought him once here, 211. And then I sold him for a loss at about 150. That was quite a big one. And I bought him again, quite low at 101. I'm losing money at him. Okay, not as much, but I bought him when he was pretty low. Okay, so you know why did I buy him? I sold him for a loss and I buy him back again. So the thing is, when I sold him, right, what had happened was, why did I sell him? I'm trying to figure out why I sold him. Yeah, he went through a bad run. He went through a bit of a bad run over here because firstly, he was not playing during the AFC Championship. And yeah, he just had a couple of DNPs because they were rotating him, but I think now that everyone's had a rest, we're back to I foresee him coming back to this course over here. Because and how does this guy get those kind of scores? Okay, very simple. I mean, you look at this man, he lost 3-1 to Jeonbuk and still got a set 41.4 AA. As a left back, by the way, and he's actually playing more as a right back. So he plays either left back or right back. So the thing that's really interesting about him is that, okay, he does defend pretty well. He will lose a lot of possession. This guy loses possession, but he passes so much. Ulsan plays to their wing. That's always been the case, right? So So Young-woo is one of the best players. I think the best, I would say, left back, right back combo. Because he plays both, right? Utility player in all of K-League, simply because he is so good at the ball. He is miles apart from everyone else whenever I see him in the field, especially when it comes to attacking from the wings. He plays almost as he plays exactly like Trent, if I'm being super honest. He plays exactly like Trent. He crosses the ball. He gets into attacking positions. He scores goals from time to time, and there's a reason why he's racking a lot of AA. And I love him, and he's a really good player. I probably will not sell him anymore. I want to keep him for next season because he seems to like being in Ulsan. He's had a couple of chances to leave, never left. So yeah, man. So Young-woo, man, definitely expensive. Yes, I mean it's about 100 euros. Is he worth it? Totally worth it. I would say Shin Jin-ho, him. These are cards that you have to keep. You have to keep in order to get very competitive, to get all the rewards that you want to win. Okay, next one is a goalkeeper, KDH, who I think I've made a good profit on. 106 euros. Oh my god, how much did I pay him for? Hold on. Let me see for now. Oh yes, I'm making money. I paid him about 100, right? So now it's about 106. Okay, but I'm not really winning or losing, but it's fine. So this guy just won back his place. So he had a run where he wasn't playing. I think he was injured. He had a run here where he also did not play. But now he's pretty much solidified as the number one goalkeeper for Incheon. I think what sets him apart from all of the other, I guess, goalkeepers in Asia is the AA scores. It's very hard for you to find goalkeepers with good AA scores in Asia, and he's the kind of goalkeeper that actually has it. So if you can see, the reason why it was Incheon, with the exception of Delbridge, does not have a very good defense. So he's always put in a position where he has to make saves, and he actually makes a lot of saves. Incheon also doesn't concede a lot of goals. With the exception of this 2-2 here, they usually only concede about 0 or 1. Doesn't concede more than 3 goals, right? And they have actually managed to get quite a few, I would say, clean sheets also. So I know it sounds a bit weird when I say the defense isn't good, but yet they actually don't concede goals. I think in a short way, they put their goalkeepers in harm's way a lot of time, but the goalkeeper is able to manage it. So the defenders, aren't the kind that kind of sweep things up for the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper is adept enough to actually save. And because of that, you're getting a lot of AAs, right? So for example, if you look at the Incheon match, right, this was pretty crazy because he had a decisive, he saved the penalty, but I think one thing that's really, really cool is that if you look at his saves, right, that he had 6 saves from his second ball. He had 1 punch, 2 diving saves, 7 saves in total. So as you can see, these are the reason why he actually got close to about 27.2 goalkeeping, I would say. So every save a goalkeeper gets, they get 2 points. So that's why he got pretty crazy score, right? So I think he's been a very good. He's probably the best performing goalkeeper I have right now in all my whole gallery. So I guess that's why he's here, and I'm trying so hard to get his rare because I really hate my current rare goalkeeper, but he's so expensive right now. I'm trying to. So if you look at him, so let's look at his rare. How much does his rare cost? I need his rare right now. His rare is about 868 euros. Actually, still not that bad, man. I've paid more. So I'm deciding between him and Nishikawa from Urawa Red. But we'll see. I do need another one. Okay, never mind. Let's go see how it goes. So that's Kim Din-hon. And the final player that I have right now, okay? And I think it's not a surprise. He's currently injured right now. He is what we call the K-League GOAT, Cecinha, right? He is a Brazilian player. He's played in the K-League for a very, very long time. He's been with them for a very, very long time. So his price kind of went down a little bit. Let's see how is it in euros. Okay, not too bad. I'm not losing it. No, I sold him at the right time. So this is where I sold him. So I bought him for about 3. I actually did make a loss on him because if I'm not wrong, I bought him for about 300 plus. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so I bought him for 390. Yeah, I bought him for almost 400 bucks. I sold him for $100 less. So I lost 100 euros on him. So why did I sell him? So I sold him because he got injured. And it seems that I made a good choice because it's not a good injury. He's been out for almost since the mid-July, and he's not coming back. It seems that his injury is pretty bad. So he's still got a bruised injury. The last time he was out for about like 6-7 matches, man. Which was pretty bad. And Daegu does not perform well without him, which is quite scary also. That's why if you have Daegu players, be wary. I mean, defensively, I guess it's okay, but from an attacking point of view, all of the attack, they've lost 2 big players. They lost Cecina and they lost Lamas, right? So, and he hasn't been playing well. So when I say, yes, sir, you're saying, yes, got 50 odd. What are you saying? Oh, that's him, right? When you pay $300 for a player, right, you expect him to only hit greens, like dark greens. The reason why is because he's not gotten the decisive, and Daegu has been so tired, and that's the reason why he gets knocked. And he's probably the most fouled player, in all of K-League because he's so good. So yeah, man, his form definitely dipped. But whenever he does perform, oh my god, this guy is absolute baller, man. I think this run, which I did own him during this run. I mean, he scored decisive. He was scoring 90-minute goal, scoring 90-minute corners, getting 90-minute corners, and actually scoring from 90-minute corners. He's just and every attack runs through him. He's a cam. I would probably call him the equivalent of KDB. like the way Man City attacks, right? KDB is involved in everything. The same thing is Cesena. Cesena is basically the KDB of K-League, and it's sad to see him injured. He's such a great player, and yeah, man. But he's very expensive, and he's also starting to go up in age. He's about 32 years old. I don't know whether he's going to stay in the K-League, but if you guys want to look at it from an investment perspective, not from an SO5 playing perspective, right? Just want to show you something, right? Look at the price graph. Right? Let's look at it at a 1 year perspective, right? You see, there was this time where this was the time when he was injured, right? If you look at it in euros, I think euros is going to be a bit skewed because ETH went down. So okay, we cannot look in euros, but look at it in ETH, right? So this is a great example. If you bought Cesena here at 0.013, and this was probably the time when he was injured, you're going to sell him. You could sell him at the high of about 0.45. So I guess that's the thing, right? Like, he is probably someone, right? I don't know. You could make some money out of him if you want to. Even here, so this is probably off season where there wasn't any K-League. K-League starts and then boom, there we go. He's gonna cause a bomb, right? Yeah. So I think. And I don't know. I mean, if he stays in the K-League, he's been with Diego forever, so I don't see him. I could even see him really, finishing up his career here. He probably has maybe 2 or 3 years left. He's a Daegu legend. Everyone absolutely adores him there. So yeah, man. And they have a Brazilian coach also. So I don't know. I feel that he could stay. And if you want to stay, this could be. I mean, now might not be. You could probably wait a little bit, probably to the end of the season, and actually get him for the next season. Because I think if you do, he will score, man. If he plays, he's probably the best player in Asia right now. So yeah, man, Cesena, the GOAT. Yeah. So I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me just put the camera back to here. So yeah, man, these are my favorite K-League players. If you guys enjoy this content, definitely do leave a like, subscribe, comment, and tell me who are your favorite players, right, from the K-League. And then we'll see. And I love to find out more. I'll be doing giveaways very, very soon. So do check in. Definitely click add me to your notifications, and I'll see you guys soon. Man. So peace out, have fun, and good luck in the next game week. Peace.